Let's talk about one of the most electric moments in all of sports, the tennis passing shot. You know that jaw-dropping laser beam of a shot that a player hits past someone charging the net? It looks impossible, it feels like genius. And today, we're going to figure out how it works.
I mean, we've all seen it, right? An opponent is all over the net, they've cut off every angle, the point looks completely over. And then, somehow, a winner just flies by them into this tiny, tiny space. So what is that? Is it just pure natural talent? Is it a lucky shot? Or is there something more going on?
Well, it's definitely not magic. What it is this incredible high-speed calculation. It's a blend of physics, neuroscience, and biomechanics all happening at once. And we're going to break it all down, piece by piece. Okay, so first up, let's talk about the basic challenge here. At its heart, a passing shot is a puzzle. It's a puzzle of space and time that a player has to solve in literally the blink of an eye. So just look at what happens to the court. When your opponent is back at the service line, you've got these nice, wide lanes to hit into. But as they get closer and closer to the net, they are geometrically erasing your targets. That open space just vanishes. It shrinks down to a sliver. And if that vanishing target wasn't bad enough, you've got a massive time problem. When your opponent hits a fast approach shot, that ball can get from their racket to yours in as little as 400 milliseconds. Go ahead, blink. That's how much time we're talking about. Now, here's the real kicker. It takes your brain about 250 milliseconds just to see the ball, figure out what's happening, and tell your muscles to start moving. Think about that. More than half your time is already gone before you can even begin your swing. So what does all this mean? It means you literally cannot wait to see where the ball is going. If you're just reacting, you've already lost. It's too late. This is proof that the top players are doing something way more sophisticated. They aren't reacting, they're anticipating. They are, in a very real way, predicting the future. Okay, so predicting the future? How on earth does that actually work? This is where we dive into the neuroscience of it all. See, elite athletes have trained their brains to see what's about to happen, not just what's happening in the moment. And this quote just nails it. The most important information, where that ball is going to go, exists before the opponent even hits it. It's all written in their body language. And this isn't some kind of psychic guesswork. No, it's a systematic process. Experts are constantly scanning their opponent's body. They're reading the subtle rotation of the hips and shoulders, the specific angle of the racket, all these little movements that give away the shot's direction just milliseconds before contact. And get this. Eye tracking studies have shown something absolutely incredible. A beginner player, they'll just fixate on the ball. But an expert's eyes are constantly moving, pivoting between the opponent's torso, their arm, and their hips to pick up on all those little clues. And here's the mind-blowing part. They actually look away from the ball to figure out where it's going. Okay, so the brain has made its prediction. It knows where the ball is headed. But that's only half the battle, right? Now the body has to execute an incredibly precise and powerful shot, all under crazy time pressure. And this is where biomechanics takes the stage. The secret to all that explosive power is something called the kinetic chain. The best way to think about it is like cracking a whip. All that force at the very tip of the whip doesn't come from the tip itself, right? It starts way back in the handle, and the energy builds as it travels to the end. It's the same idea. So here's how that energy builds. It all starts from the ground. The player pushes off with their legs. That energy then shoots up and drives a super fast rotation of the hips and the torso. That powerful twist yanks the shoulder and arm through, which accelerates and accelerates until, bam, the racket gets whipped into the ball with incredible speed. And what's really cool is that players can adjust this on the fly. You ever notice them using an open stance? Well, that's not just for style points. It allows for a much faster hip rotation, which gives you way more racket head speed. When you have zero time to set up, that's the little tweak that makes the impossible possible. So let's put all the pieces back together. When we see a brilliant passing shot, it's not one single skill we're witnessing. It's a symphony of brain power and athletic ability, all coming together in perfect harmony in the blink of an eye. You've got the geometric awareness, solving that puzzle of the shrinking target. You've got the cognitive prediction, define the laws of reaction time by basically reading your opponent's mind. And then you have that beautiful biomechanical efficiency, unleashing the kinetic chain for power and precision. All of it merges into one fluid moment of genius. This really makes you think. We've just deconstructed the genius of a tennis player, but these principles, anticipation, reading the clues, efficient execution, they're everywhere. Think about a surgeon in an operating room, a fighter pilot, a trader on the stock market. So the big question is, if we can decode this kind of expertise, what other forms of human genius are just waiting for us to unlock?